Class 10 Real Numbers. Case study based questions. Question number 1. To enhance the reading skills of grade 10th students, the school nominates you and 2 of your friends to set up a class library. There are 2 sections, section A and section B of grade 10th. There are 32 students in section A and 36 students in section B. So I'll write down, this is section A. In this one, 32 students are there, and section B, in this one, 36 students are there. Okay, this much information is given. Now here, look at the first question. What is the minimum number of books you will acquire for the class library so that they can be distributed equally among students of section A or section B? Now here, if I find out HCF, my number will be very small, and those number, that means those many books will not able to distribute equally in both the classes. So we have to go for LCM, right? So for LCM here 32, that means it is 2 raised to 5. If I write down the prime factors, and 36 means what? 9, 4s are 36. 9 means what? 3 square, and 4 means what? 2 square. Okay, to get LCM, here, see, the common factor is 2, here also 2. But for LCM, always we have to see the factor which is having the highest power. So I will write down 2 raised to 5. And the remaining factors. Now 3 square doesn't have any pair. So I'll write down 3 square as it is. So 2 raised to 5, it means that 32 and 3 square means 9. So the product comes as 288. So in the class library, we should have 288 books. Come to the next question. If the product of 2 positive integers is equal to the product of their SCF and LCM is true, then find HCF. We have this formula, HCF into LCM, which is equal to product of 2 numbers. So already we know LCM, which is 288. In the previous question we have solved. So 288 into HCF, which is equal to product of 2 numbers. That means 32 into 36. So here HCF, which is equal to 32 into 36 divided by 288. Now 8 4s are 32 and 8 3s are 24. 4 is remaining here, and 8 6s are 48, and 36 ones are 36 ones are. Now what is left here? 4. So HCF of these 2 numbers is 4. So option B is the correct one. Now 36 can be expressed as a product of its primes as, see, 36. Already we know the prime factors of 36. 9 4s are, I said, 9 means 3 square and 4 means 2 square. See, so option A is the correct one. Fourth one. In this one, just check. This is first term and this is the second term. Now which is the common number here? 15 is a common number. So I will write down 15 inside the bracket, 7 into 11 into 13 plus 1, because 15 we have taken common. Now as you multiply this number, you will get one number and this number. Okay, this is one factor, this number is the another factor, and 1 itself is a factor. Correct? Now if you will multiply all this number, you will get the another factor also. That is the number itself. It means that this whole number has more than 2 factors. Therefore, it is a composite number. Come to the fifth one. They have given you P, which is equal to A B square, and Q, which is equal to A square B. And they are telling us to find out LCM. Now to get LCM, see the common factor A and A square. For LCM, you will see the factor which is having the highest power. So which is A square. Now here B square and B is common, but in this one, who is having the highest factor? Highest power? B square. So this one is the LCM of given 2 numbers. So which option is the correct one? Option B is the correct one, right? Here's second question now. Mahesh works as a manager in a hotel. He has to arrange seats in a hall for a function. A hall has a certain number of chairs. Guests want to sit in different groups like in pairs, triplets, quadruplets, fives and sixes, etc. When Mahesh arranges chairs in such pattern like 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 chairs are left respectively. But when he arranges in 11s, no chair will be left. Now you try to understand. That means the number of chairs, if you divide by 2, the remainder will become 2. Oh, sorry, 1. Number of chairs, if you divide by 3, the 2 chairs will remain. Now number of chairs divided by 4, then 3 chairs will remain. Number of chairs, if you divide by 5, then 4 chairs will remain. And if number of chairs you will divide by 11, no chair will remain. Okay, try to understand this funda here. Now, I have to check all these numbers, whether they are divisible by 11 or not, because I want to get the remainder as 0. Fine. So, you should know the divisibility test of 11. Now, what is that actually? Now, this, see, odd places number, just add. 4 and 7 is 11. And even place 0. If you subtract, your answer comes 11. And if this number is divisible by 11, that means this whole number is divisible by 11. Okay, this is one rule. And second rule is what? Now add this odd number digits and see here. 3 and 1 is 4. And minus this 4 even number digit. Now not add, subtract. So I get answer 0. Either you should get answer 11 or you should get answer 0. Then the numbers are divisible by 11. If not, then they are not divisible by 11. Okay. Now here also you check 9 and 5. It comes as 14 minus 3, even number digit. So it comes as 11. That means number is divisible by 11. Here 2 and 9, 11. 11 minus 0 is 11. So this number is also divisible by 11. That means all the numbers which are given are divisible by 11. Now I have to check whether after dividing all the numbers by 2, I get the remainder as 1 or not. Just see. This is odd number, odd number, odd number, odd number. That means all the numbers, if I divide by 2, always I will get the remainder as 1. Correct? Now, I'll go for 3. If I divide this number by 3, now see, if I divide this number by 3, 3 ones are, then 1, 3 threes are 9, 1, 3 fives are 15, 2 is remainder. Yes, 2 is remainder here. So this number is the right one. Now, if I divide this number by 3 then, now 3 fours are 12, 2, 3 sevens are 21. Once again, 2 is the remainder. Here, if I divide by 3, 3 ones are 3, then 2 is remainder here, 23. 3 sevens are 21, 2, 3 nines are 27, 2 is the remainder. In this case also 2 is the remainder. And if I divide here by 3, 3 6 are 18, 2, 3 9s are 27. 27, 9. So 2 is the remainder. See, in every case 2 is the remainder. That means it's very difficult to search. Okay, which number is the correct one? So with 3 we tried. Now we'll try with 4. Now see, if I divide this number by 4, what happens? 4 tens are 40. Here, 4 ones are 4, 3 is the remainder. Correct? Now, by 4 here, 4 threes are 12. Then 2 is remainder 23. 4 fives are 50. 3 is the remainder. That is also correct. Now, if I divide by 4 here, 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. 1 is remainder, 4 fours are 16. Once again, 3 is the remainder. That is also correct. If I divide by 4, 4 fives are 20. 4 twos are 8. 1 is the remainder. That means this is wrong here. So, one number to cancel. Only 3 numbers are left. We have to check with 5 now. If I divide the numbers by 5, what happens? Let me check now. 5 8s are 40, 5 1s are 5, and 2 is the remainder. And when we arrange chairs in the group of 5, what they said? Remainder should be 4. But in this case, 2 is the remainder. So this number is getting cancelled. This number already got cancelled. Now 2 numbers are left. If I divide this by 5, so here 5 2s are 10, 5 8s are 40, 3 is the remainder. Now what remainder we need? 4 is supposed to be the remainder. So this also got cancelled. Now we'll check with this. So 5, 1s are 5, then 3 is not getting divided. So 5, 7s are 35. 5 7s are 35. So 4 is the remainder, correct? Right? So this number is there. When we divide by 2, we get 1 as the remainder. When we divide by 3, we get 2 as the remainder. When we divide by 4, we get 3 as the remainder. When we divide by 5, we get 4 as the remainder. And when we divide by 11, we get 0 as the remainder. Right? And acha, one more thing is left, 6. With 6 also we have to try. So let me try with 6 also. If I divide 539 by 6. So 6 1s are, then 6 6 are 36, 6 7s are 42, 6 8s are 48, right? So 6 8s are 48. So 2 and 5, 59 is left. Then 6 9s are 54. 5 is the remainder, correct? So 5 is the remainder. That is also the correct one. That means the number of chairs available are 539. So our option C is the correct one. I know this is little difficult, but no other way to do. So here 539 chairs are there. Okay. Now come to the second question, what they ask me. If one chair is removed, which arrangements are possible now? Now one chair is removed. That means we have 538 chair. Now you only think which, they said, which arrangements are possible now. Now if I divide this number by 2, easily it gets divided. So this arrangement is possible. In pairs, easily we can do, right? So option A is the correct one. No need to check the other one. Here, if one chair is added to the total number of chairs. Now 539 plus 1, that means 540 number of chairs. Okay. Now how many chairs will be left when arranged in 11s? Very simple. When 539 chairs were there, so remainder was 0, right? Remainder was 0. Now we added 1. So now remainder will become what? 1. So how many chairs will remain? So 1 chair. So option 1 is A is the correct one. Okay. Now fourth one. How many chairs will be left in original arrangement if the same number of chairs will be arranged in 7s? That means 539 chairs are there. If we arrange them in the group of 7, so let us see what is the remainder. 7 1s are 7, then 7 7s are 49. So 4 is remaining, 7 7s are 49. No remainder is left. Remainder is 0, right? When we arrange these chairs in the form of, in the group of 7. So 0 chairs are remaining. Come to the next question now. Now they are saying how many chairs will be left in original arrangement if the same number of chairs will be arranged in 9s. So 539 chairs are there, and they are saying how many chairs will remain when we will arrange them in the group of 9. So here 9 5s are 45. I'll just write down 9 5s are 45. Now see here 8 is remaining here, 9 9s are 81. Now the remainder is what? Remainder is 8. So 8 chairs will remain if we try to arrange them in the 9s. Okay, so option A is the correct one. Question number 3. However, there are many firsts that make Indian Army stand out in the world, making us all Indians very proud. Knowing them will help you celebrate Republic Day with greater vigor and gratitude. On 71st Republic Day parade in Delhi, Captain R.S. Meal is planning for parade of following 2 groups. So see, here captain has made 2 groups. Okay. First group of army contingent of 624 members behind an army band of 32 members. So let me write here. So first group is for army. So here army here, and behind 32 members, there are 624 members. Okay, 32 here, 32 members of band, 624 members are there. Okay, now second group of CRPF. So CRPF in this one, with 468 soldiers behind 228 members of bikers. So 228 members of bikers, and behind these bikers 468 soldiers will be there. Soldiers. Okay. So in this way he has made two groups. These two groups are to march in the same number of columns. This sequence of soldiers is followed by different state jockey, which are showing the culture of respective states. Now, on this information, they have asked us some questions. Let us see the first one here. What is the maximum number of columns in which the army troops can march? See here, they are just talking about the army troops here. So in army, 32 members are there in the band and 624 members are there in the contingent. So here, as they have asked us, what is the maximum number of columns? Okay, if I will find out LCM, the number will be very big and those many people are not there. So we have to go for HCF. So we'll find out HCF of these two numbers, 32 and 624. So see here, 32 here I will write down and here 624. To get HCF, we have to write down the prime factors. Here 2, 16, here 2, then 8, then 4, then 2 and 2 here. And this one is 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 5, 6. Now 2, 7, 8, 2, 3, 9, 3 1s are, 3 3s are, then 13 and then 1, right? So here I'll write down 32. It means that 2 raised to 5. And here 624, it means that 2 raised to 4 into 3 into 13. Now to get HCF, what we need to do? We need to see the common factor for HCF. Now this one 2 is common and here 2 is common. But out of this 2, who is having the least power? Okay. So here 2 raised to 4. So our HCF comes as 16. Correct? Now see here 16. So our option B is the correct one. So maximum number of columns for army troops is 16. Okay. Now come to the second one. What is the maximum number of columns in which the CRPF troops can march? For CRPF, so once again we have to find out HCF for 228 and 468. Now you see here, once again we'll write down the prime factors. 2 1s are, 2 1s are, 2 4s are here, 2 5s are 10, 2 7s are. This number is divisible by 3, 3 1s are and 3 9s are and 19 1s are, right? So here this one. Here 2 2s are, 3s are, 4s are, once again 2 1s are, 1s are and 7s are. 1 1 7 comes in 13's table, 13 9s are. That means here I can write down 13 9s are, so 3 3 and 3 here and 1. So to get HCF, I have to write down 228, which is equal to 2 square into 3 into 19, and here 468, which is equal to 2 square into 3 square into 13, right? Now first I'll find out the common factors for HCF. See, 2 square and 2 square, both are same. I will just count only 1, 2 square into. Now 3 and 3 square, who is having the least power? So 3, right? So here 4 into 3, which comes as 12. So 12 is the HCF. So maximum number of columns for CRPF is 12. So option C is correct one. Come to the third question. What is the maximum number of columns in which total army troops and CRPF troop together can march past? See, for both the groups they're asking. So we have to find out HCF of here 32, 624, 228 and 468. For all of these numbers we have to find out the HCF. So already we know HCF of this one which is 16 and HCF of this one which is 12. So directly we'll find out the HCF of these two numbers, right? So 16, it means that 2 raised to 4 and 12 means 4 threes are, that means 2 square into 3, right? Now you say this one and this one is common, but who is having the least power? 2 square, right? Now do you get this one or not? Just see here. I can do here 16 and 12. 16, 2 raised to 4 and 12, 4 threes are. So 3, 4, 4 means 2 square. To get HCF, what we do actually? We see the common factor. See, this one is the common one, common primes. But out of these two, who is having the least power? 2 square. So our HCF comes as 4. Okay. So here our option B is the correct one. Okay. Now come for the fourth one. What should be subtracted with the number of CRPF soldiers and the number of bikers so that their maximum number of columns is equal to the maximum number of columns of army troops? Okay. For army troops, the number of columns are 16. And for this one, CRPF, the number of columns are 12. Okay. Now they are saying for CRPF also the number of columns should be 16, which is equal to as the army troops. Okay. So what we'll do here, for bikers, we have 228 bikers and 468 these soldiers. If I want, they should march in 16 columns. So I will divide it by 16 for this number also and for this number also. So 16 ones are 16 here. Now here 6 and 8. 16 fours are 64. Now remainder is 4. Now in this case, 16 twos are 32 here. So here 4 and 1, this is 8. Right. So 16 nines are 144. So remainder is 4 in this case. See, this remainder 4 is there. If I subtract 4 from here, so the number which is there 224 will be exactly divisible by 16. And here also if I subtract 4 from this number, so 464, this number is also exactly divisible by 16. It means that we have to subtract 4 soldiers and 4 bikers. So our option A is the correct one. Okay. Now come to the next question. Fifth one. What should be added with the number of CRPF soldiers and the number of bikers so that their maximum number of columns is equal to the maximum number of columns of army troop? Now what number should be added that they are saying? So already we have done here 228 divided by 16. Our remainder was 4. Okay. And here 468 divided by 16. Once again our remainder was 4. Correct. Now 4 was the remainder. If I want to add the number into this one, I will add what? Here to get 16, I will add 12. Here also I will add 12. Correct. It means that in this number, in this whole number, I will add 12. In this whole number, I will add 12. Correct. So that the whole number will be divisible by 16. And same here, the whole number will be divisible by 16. It means that we need to add 12 soldiers and 12 bikers. So once again option B is the correct one, right?